Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagatgurum. So very important concept of yajna came. When we say yajna, in general, in our mind comes a sacrifice. There is a fire and you give oblation into the fire. Of course, that is yajna. But anything that is sacrificed for the sake of higher purpose, that process is yajna. To achieve something higher, you have to sacrifice, you have to renounce, you have to give up. That process of giving up for a higher purpose, that whole process is called yajna. So, if you want to achieve fragrance in the room, so you light a incense stick. After half an hour, 1 hour, the incense stick will be reduced to ash. You don't get it back. But it filled the whole room. So there was a higher purpose and there was a small thing which you sacrificed for the sake of higher purpose. For example, so this you can say a sacrifice. Then there are many things we do. Just as the candle burns and keeps on giving light to you, our life is like a candle. Our breathing is like the flame. Just to understand the example. Every breath, actually your life is reduced. Though this is a sign of life. If somebody is lying, if you are not sure whether he is alive or not, you put your hand near the nose, correct? Or breathing. So breathing is a sign of life. Breathing is also a sign of death. Every breath, your life reduces. Yesterday we were talking to somebody. People celebrate birthday. What you celebrated? I was born this many years before. Today I completed this many years. But you know, that many years are reduced from your life. So you are celebrating. Yes, I went 1 year closer to death. Let me celebrate. So whenever you call life, you are also talking about death. Life and death are not two different things. Every moment you say we are living, but every moment you are dying. When we started the class, it was say 603. Now it is 607. Bring back 603. You cannot. You sacrifice that. So those 3-4 minutes are gone from our life, never to come back. But we are living. No, we are living also, we are dying. Spending time continuously. This also is one meditation. If you are in good mood, meditate only this. A concept. No form of God, no mantra. Just concentrate on time you are passing. And try to catch the second and try to stop it. It goes away. The more deeper you think, your understanding of this concept will become profound, more clear. As the information is clear, there is nothing not to be clear. But that realization will not come unless you dive deep into this concept. So here idea is, that our life is a sacrifice. Oh, candle is burning, so beautiful. Candle is slowly dying out. Our life is, every breath, life is shining. You do this, you do that. But you are going to reduce by seconds, by minutes, by hours, by days. Your life is reduced. Because it is such a small fraction. You do not understand that I am losing something. God is great. Second by second it goes, you don't understand. If suddenly 1 hour would have been taken from your life, or 1 month or 1 year would have been taken, suddenly you become old. You can't take it. Continuous, we are growing old. We lost our childhood. In a way, we lost our youth. Now we are on the way to whatever state is, the next state will come. There is a very beautiful concept. Many times you will feel whatever I speak from here, nothing is new. But it is the way of putting and way of understanding could be a little different. As we told, life and death are same. The next realization will come, there is nothing called death. Death is your imagination. It's a concept which you know. Have you seen a dead man? Anybody has seen dead man? No. You have seen the dead body. The man who died, have you seen that man who died? No. You saw his dead body. Do you remember that you died one day? Your remembrance is there. You don't remember. Do you remember that you were born on a certain day? No. Your parents told you are born on this day, we accept it. Everything is in a concept. The reality we don't know. And that concept being told you so many times that concept has become reality. It started with imagination. Sri Ramakrishna gives 2 examples. One example I can say here, other example you find out. It comes together. It is in Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. In the ocean, waves are there, continuous waves. Some ocean, because of wind, is a silent ocean, so you see simply small ripples coming to the shore. Somewhere big waves will come. Somewhere the waves are so big, the ocean is so turbulent, the sound the whole city can hear. And they have to construct a 3-dimensional structures to break these waves, otherwise it will break the shore. There you will find, because of continuous striking on those concrete objects which they prepare, triangular, because of the striking of the wave, forms are created. And then forms remain because it's a continuous process. So form doesn't evaporate. And then, after some time, you go to the seashore on those cement objects. You can even take like a stone, which is called stone made of foam, as hard as this. A question was asked to Sri Ramakrishna. If everything is Maya, if everything is just concept, how the world became so hard? It is Maya, it is imagination. How the imagination can become so hard? Sri Ramakrishna gives this example. There is nothing. There is only a process. And that process solidifies in front of you. As if. When concepts are told to us, and when everybody believes that concept, slowly people take it as reality. I give you one statement, please refute it in yes or no. Do the sun rises in the east and sets in the west? In a way, yes. Books and books, poetry after poetry written on the beautiful sunrise, beautiful sunset. But sun never rises, sun never sets. We go towards sun or we go away from the sun. Will you tell any child there is no sunrise? I remember after my joining, reading Swamiji's books, Swamiji says, if you can't do anything, catch this uneducated tribals and sit with them and talk to them. So I used to talk to our staff, those who used to generally most uneducated people in the... And in that there was a boy called Trishul. His name was Trishul. Tribal boy. Very short, very dark, very energetic, but strong opinion. So one day I was telling that it is the earth moves around the sun. It is earth when it goes towards, it looks that sun rises. He became annoyed. And he said, just because you are Swamiji, do you think I should accept everything what you say? I said, no, you should not. You have to test it, judge it. Every day sun rises, every day sun sets. You do Sandhya Arati, morning Arati, and you say there is no sunrise. So I kept on explaining to him. He said, you may say something I don't believe. There is one scientific school of thought that it is not the earth going round to sun, but it is sun goes round the earth. There is a scientific school of thought. And I remember about 3 to 4 decades before, they put up a huge exhibition explaining how that theory is true. It's okay. What I'm telling is both are concepts. So we have a concept. A child was born absolutely free from any superstitions. As soon as you grow, you must go to school. Going to school means keep on loading superstitions on the head of the child in the name of science, in the name of this and that. What superstitions are there? Hey, today you became 1 year old. Correct? What's wrong in that? There was only one lady in the whole Indian religious spiritual scriptures called Queen Madalasa. 4 sons were born to her, 4 princes. 3 became monk, 1 became the worthy successor of the kingdom. And there is a beautiful Madalasa Stotra. Just type in Google, you will get it. Shuddhosi Buddhosi Niranjanosi. It starts from there. In that swing, in the childhood, the mother is singing, you are not the body, you are not the mind, you are Atma. And then, this is the stotra. In reality, she would have discussed with the children. By the time children grow, they renounced. 3 of them. Then the king told, what will happen to my kingdom? So she taught 2 lessons, less to the last one. And he was caught in Maya. Nobody told us. Simple thing today which is part of our education, we were not taught. I don't remember anybody told me how to brush. Of course, everybody used to brush in the house, but nobody taught me. Take chocolate and sleep. Nobody told me you should not do that. So now all the teeth gone. Religious education is one thing. Spiritual education is another thing. Philosophy need to be told. Whatever. Swamiji says, if I ever get an opportunity to look after a child, the only one lesson which I will give is the concentration. I will tell him to meditate. I will tell him how to meditate. From there, all the knowledge will come out. There was no laboratory as such. There was no reference books as such. They had their own small ways of doing work. How many years before? Almost 4,000 years before. So many scientific discoveries which you consider that as discovery today have a reference in the Vedas. Direct reference. I am not here to establish anybody, or I am not here to dethrone anybody who is well known for those discoveries and inventions. A present day scientist was asked, according to you, who is the greatest scientist ever born? I thought he was Einstein. He said, no, Sir Isaac Newton. In his view, no problem, you are a scientist. 3 laws of action, Sir Isaac Newton. If I tell you it is direct English translation of the 3 sutras of Jaimini's sutras, exactly the same. All the scientific discoveries which has happened, why it happened in the late 17th century onwards? This is again a school of thought. I am not here to refute anything. Oh, you people imagine and wrote. Okay, then why only we could imagine? Why nobody else? All of you know the story. After killing of Ravana, Rama came by flight to Ayodhya, the name of Pushpaka Vimana. In Atharva Veda, there is a separate chapters of Vimana Shastra. But when we say, or any Indian scholar, religious scholar will say, why should people believe? So we wait for a white to come and tell you that it is correct. Then we take it. Swamiji himself says, you people would not have accepted me if I would not have gone to America. Swamiji says, when the white people clap, you also clap. We lost that in 1,000 years of slavery and subjugation. Nothing to be proud of. Everything is great. Whenever any country, any place says they are great, they are great. If pyramid is great, God bless, yes. If you have money, go and see it. If you can go and see the pyramid, go and see the Brihadishwar temple in Tanjavur. In no way less than pyramid. More sandstones are used in Tanjavur's Brihadishwar temple than a pyramid. Till today, in 100 square kilometers, that stone is not available. The highest stone of the temple is 60 to 80 tons, one stone. Tell me how they lifted 220 feet. And it is still being used. People visit that place, people worship Shiva. Show me one structure like Madurai Meenakshi temple. Show me one structure. Today you spend any money you like. Tell me which architect will be ready to construct that without foundation. Still there is so many. About few months before, I was invited to speak to Indian Embassy in Thailand. So I prepared my way. I am not a great scholar. So I prepared my way. Some pictures and some writings and this and that. Which is not even 0.011% of what really is. And the audience was, is it so? Every slide they fill, how it is possible? There are so many things. From science point of view, from astronomy point of view, and it is well established, but it is not discussed that much, though many people have written. You can get it in Google, Wikipedia, this and that. Information is available, but people don't have interest to read that. Stars and planets as they are, in 2000 years, stars and planets don't change. Today, if you want to see the nakshatras, constellation of the stars, Rashi, which are made of 5 or 6 or 7 stars, that was the same 3000 years before also. That is today also. Today you have a telescope to see it. How do you think 1200 years before, telescope was discovered in 1610? How our rishis told that that particular constellation is made of 5 stars, which today naked eye you can see only 3 stars. Telescope, 2 more you can see. How they saw it 1200 years before and depicted on the wall of a temple. That means there was something for them to see it. Go to Maharashtra. The only structure in the world which was not constructed but carved. First and foremost, how you know this hill doesn't have any crack in between? Like sonography or kind of thing, you don't have. They went on the top of the hill and carved a temple. Just Google, hundreds of photos will come, called Kailasa temple. Till today, world biggest universities come and see the amount of stone which was taken away, and it's a small place, it's not that big a place. How many people at a time can work? If I say 100 people work, 100 people continuously must work for at least 150 years to remove the stone with chisel and hammer. 6 generations of kings worked on that same plan. Can our 6th generation work on the same plan? We alter it, outdated, this and that. They didn't. They worked it. They say it is constructed by aliens. Aliens were Aryans, not aliens. So the greatness of the culture is one thing. Coming back to our subject, sometimes I feel that some information could expand the horizon of your information and knowledge. So whatever you sacrifice for a higher purpose, that whole process is called yajna. Many of you visit the mission during celebrations. 3 times a year we do homa. Remember, we do a mantra and then Bilvapatra is offered in the fire. This is a very old process. There are many limbs, there are many parts of ritualistic worship which our forefathers invented. Everything had a significance. We will lose the exact ways and means, but significance cannot be lost. That's why it is necessary to understand the significance of ritual. If you don't understand, then you keep on doing ritual, thinking that some fruits will come. Then after 10, 15, 20 years, every day I went to Shiva temple and pour water, nothing happened in my life. Do you know why you put water on Shiva? Why you disturb him? Will you do the same to any human being? No. Then what's this process all about? And there is a continuous drop by drop falling water, many Shiva temples, continuous. Whichever, even you can describe the significance according to your understanding. This is a separate topic, it may take a whole hour to talk about. Shiva is a principle. Shiva is called Nirguna, We forcefully gave a form. Sri Ramakrishna speaks about this in Gospel, you will find. Mother Kali, which Sri Ramakrishna used to worship, she is standing on chest of Shiva. And that Shiva is called Shavarupa Shiva. What Shavarupa? Shiva as a dead body. What is dead body? No life. Then why Shiva should be no life? Not that Shiva doesn't have life. Shiva doesn't have their manifestation of life. What is manifestation of life? Until hands and feet move, you don't consider me as alive. So we call dead. So it was Shavarupa Shiva. This is a TV screen. If I don't connect laptop or my CPU, can you see anything there? You cannot see. That's called Shiva. Then you connected laptop. Ocean, mountain, forest, people, sound, shouting, love, hate, war. You see it, you cry it, you laugh it, you dance it. But everything is superimposed on the screen. You see the ocean for 1 hour in a TV screen. Go and close, not a single drop of water is there. Shiva is the screen. Mother is this Maya software. But where Mother should stand, there is no place which can hold, which can forbear, tolerate this Maya, except Shiva. So all the imaginations are Mother, and without which you cannot see Mother is the screen, Shiva. If Shiva is not there, there is no Mother to stand. If a dancing girl wants to get clappings of the people, there has to be audience. If there is no audience, with all her decorations, she will be sitting in a corner, correct? It is Shiva who is this. So the manifestation, what you see is all Maya. Anything which is an object of perception is Maya. Only the subject, Atman, Purusha, which cannot be objectified because it is you. I can take out this shirt, I can't take out myself out of the body. Because I am not the shirt. Shirt could be mine, but I am not the shirt. This phone could be mine, I am not the phone. All that can be objectified is not me, 100% sure, logically, scientifically. Vedanta is nothing but keep on trying to objectify your own self. Where you cannot, there practically you have reached. We have a small booklet. Not booklet is small, the book itself is very small. Hardly 11 to 12 slokas. Called Drigdrishya Viveka, written by Adi Shankaracharya. Just double-digit slokas. The whole, that scripture, Drigdrishya Viveka, discrimination between the seer and the seen. That's called Drigdrishya Viveka, discrimination. So whatever you do for a higher purpose, you sacrifice something. You want to buy something, you sacrifice money. You can't buy even a cup of tea without giving money. Sometimes the transaction doesn't seem to be two-way transaction. So you feel I got it free. There is nothing free. everything what you get. Even if you give me a gift, I didn't pay any money to you because you gave me a gift. In one way or other, I will have to pay back it to you, whether I like it or not. I may pay back in different currency. I may pay back by singing few bhajans to you, giving a lecture to you, and telling some good words to you, whichever way I do, but I must pay back. It's energy only. One energy you receive, one energy you give. There is no single one-way traffic of transaction. We are monks. So many times devotees or friends, they give something, give to us. We also accept. For this, Swami Brahmanji says, Swami Brahmanji was in a way spiritual son of Sri Ramakrishna and first president of our order, Swami Brahmanji. Brahmanji used to say, you are eating food thrice a day, money comes from devotees. You wear clothes, you do whatever you do, money comes from devotees or the society. What you are going to give back? Accept some of your good deeds and little of your meditation, japa, whatever you are doing, part of that. I must pay. He says to the sadhus, monks, at least do that much meditation and japa that after giving back to the devotee, something remains with you. Not easier. That's why aparigraha was a great virtue. Aparigraha was a great virtue, is a great virtue. You don't keep on accumulating from the world. Forget about spiritual life, go to the practical life. If there is somebody in the society who just want to take, after some time society will reject him. In a not good words, put him behind the bars. Because he just want to take, he just want to give. Looting, snatching. You can't do that. Because you have to pay back. If somebody's chain is stolen, then give $200. No, you cannot do that. Give and take is a process how the world moves. I'm not good in many subjects, so I should not pose to say so. What you call GDP of the country is nothing but the transactions goes on in the country. Why? Everybody is busy and active. You buy from me, I buy from you, you sell something. In the world also goes like this country sell, buy this and that. Country transaction, but always it is two ways. There is no one-way transaction. Yes, you can help. But if there is anybody who just want to receive every time, whether it is individual, group, society or a country, just keeps on receiving, never want to give, that country cannot last. That individual cannot last. So this theory of give and take, one has to always remain conscious that I must do something before I take. Even if I give you a promise, I must keep the promise. If I don't keep the promise, you have already told lie in advance. Many times some phone call come, Swamiji, so and so happened, so and so passed away, please pray. I say, yeah, okay. And I put down the phone and forgot. Why did you say yes to him that I will pray? I try to do this. As soon as put down, even if for 2 seconds, God bless him. Just do this much enough. But keep your words. Then only your minute things. Swami Vivekananda says, person cannot become great by doing big things. Person become great by doing small things. When there is nobody to clap, then I do the same good thing. You respect somebody when there are people to watch your good act. Everybody can do. When there is nobody to appreciate, still can you respect? Most of the people fail. I give an example. All of us are sitting here. We are all good people. We are not bad people. And you do not do anything which is visibly immoral, illegal. You do not do. Consciously you don't do. Because we have not understood the meaning of what is moral. Can you be moral like Lakshmana? Cannot. Stayed for 14 years with his sister-in-law, never looked at her face. Remember that story? Sita is, kidnap is not a word to use for Mother Sita, but Sita was taken away by Ravana. She was intelligent, princess, educated. She went on throwing her ornaments. At least that direction my husband will come to know. Rama and Lakshmana are searching for Sita, got the ornaments. Rama immediately could recognize, showed to Lakshmana. Is this not the necklace of Sita? Lakshmana said, brother, if you say it must be. Is this not this ornament, that ornament? Then after some time, hello? Every time you say, if it is you say it must be so, don't you know this one? And Lakshmana told that great sloka. I do not know the kirita, I don't need the kundala. I know only the anklets because I every day used to touch her feet. Maybe shlok is little wrong in my memory. Na janami keyuram, na janami kundalam. Nupuram cheva janami nityam padabhivandana. Second line is correct. First line little here and there, but meaning is the same. I know her anklet because every day I used to do pranam to her. Can we be this moral? Come in our age. Holy Mother was staying in Udbodhan house in Calcutta. Swami Sarada ji had just constructed that. Mother used to go to the roof, cement roof, to dry her hair. Because you cannot dry your hair when you are in a veil. That was the only time when Mother used to remove the veil and used to sit in little sun to dry the hair. We are talking more than 100 years before. Not that many buildings used to be there. A small aerial distance, maybe maximum 100, 150, 200 meters, or maybe quarter of a kilometer, I do not know. You go to Calcutta now, in the center of the road, there is a small house called Girish Memorial. That also used to be a two-story building. One day morning, Mother is gone to the roof, was drying her hairs. Girish Chandra Ghosh has gone to the roof along with his son. The son looked at and told to father, Father, see, Mother is on the roof. Girish Chandra Ghosh said the same words which Lakshmana had told to Rama. Yes, my son, when you have seen Mother, definitely she is there. No, but father, you see she is standing there. No, I can't see her. If I can see her, why can't you see her? This is the statement of morality which we cannot reach. Girish Chandra Ghosh says, I cannot look at her because she doesn't know that I am looking at her. That will be entering into her private place. I will not look that side. How many of us think before looking at anybody? No. We are not immoral because we do not know that standard of morality. That's why many times we feel, I am doing so much spiritual, why I am not progressing. What you are doing is only the fractions, a long way to go before you become little good. So idea is this, spiritual life is a continuous process as the candle burns continuously, as the incense stick burns continuously. And as there is a continuous drops of water falls on Shiva. Every second, tuck, 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 keep on falling. That's your life. That's your life. And then you get connected to Shiva like this, 24/7. Symbolism is a great invention. A concept is put in a concrete form for us to understand symbolism. Then we hold on to the symbolism but forget the philosophy behind it. So here, Krishna told to Arjuna, many types of sacrifices are there. All come from the Vedas, in a way, actions. They are all born of action. Every yajna you do has something to do with your action, your effort. If you know that, then whatever you do becomes a sacrifice. You do not do anything special. Wherever you are, you have to interpret. Sri Ramakrishna was spending his last days in Kashipur Garden House. One day called Holy Mother and told, "What have I done? You will have to do much more than I have done." Holy Mother's simple reply was, "What can I do? I am a simple woman. Never went to school, never went to market, never did anything." So Ramakrishna said, "No, you will do much more than I do." Sometimes I say, we just read the book, little we need to analyze. This is called meditation, little analysis. What was Holy Mother's age when Sri Ramakrishna passed away? 1886. Mother was born in 1853. 1886 minus 53. How much? 33 years old. What is 33? What is 33? And she is mother of this order. Great giants like Swami Brahmananda and Vivekananda go and fall at her feet. And she is 33 years old. Young lady. Passed away in 1920. Long 34 years. Sister Nivedita beautifully writes, she was on no committee. Holy Mother was not part of it, trustee of Ramakrishna Mission, president of Ramakrishna. She was nowhere. But her simple wish also was like an order for the devotees of Sri Ramakrishna. Never went to school. And Sri Ramakrishna says, Sri Sarada Saraswati has come to impart knowledge to the people. Where? She never went to school. But what she showed in a simple day-to-day incidents. You don't need to be a big man to lead a great life. You have to be simple, but continuous life. This is what he says. So he says, there are so many yajnas. Shreyan Dravyamayad yajnat jnane yajna parantapa sarva karmakhilam partha jnane parisamapyate. You keep on doing karma till when? Till you achieve the wisdom, till you achieve the goal of that karma, you keep on doing karma. So if a person keeps on doing till the old age, that means the purpose of karma has not been fruitful. Sri Ramakrishna worshipped in the temple. In a very short time, give flowers and then merged in samadhi. Puja also was not possible. So much so that the servants and other people said, "Oh, this priest is impractical. He doesn't do any puja." Somebody went and complained to Rani Rasmani and her son-in-law. Both were great. They keep quiet, let him do what he is doing. Offering food to mother, and here comes a cat. He doesn't see this difference. If we do, it's a madness because we have not realized that. And says, "Mother, you want to eat? Take from that plate and give little to the cat." Wanted to give flowers to mother, ended up putting flowers on his own self. The same thing happened to Swami Vivekananda. When he established Belur Math, these references are there in some books. In the old shrine, Swamiji was doing worship of Sri Ramakrishna. After few minutes, offered some flowers on his own head and merged in deep meditation for an hour or 2 hours. This side of great people must be incident we read in the life, that's fine. But the deep meaning of that has to come from your thinking. That's what is called meditation. We just meditate on the form and repeat the mantra. Good. Who will do this? This understanding has to come. So he says that consider knowledge is greater than the sacrificial material. That's why this is okay. You keep on doing ritual. But before you start ritual, what is the purpose of ritual? When we do puja in the temple, which is called upasana, when you sit and do japa, what is called? It's called upasana. What is upasana? Upa-asana. You sit closer to God. That is called upasana. Rituals are not told. But you do ritual, but you are not closer to God. Closer to the church, away from the God. And if that is there, then you cannot. So very purpose of the ritual is to go closer to God. That's why when we do fasting, you can perform your best when your stomach is empty. Just see. Whatever output of work is there all before lunch. Food itself is intoxicant. Just see. When I took sannyasa, 24 hours fasting. When you got married also, half a day fasting. Fasting is always there. Why? So that you remain alert. Overeating, you are never alert. So fasting, you remain alert. That was the reason for fasting. Not eating. If by not eating, if you can become great, millions in the poor countries are not able to eat. They all should go closer to God. It doesn't happen. So not eating for a higher purpose. Starving and fasting. Upasana, upavasa, same meaning. Upavasa, coming closer to God and stay. So he says that all the actions eventually is culminated into knowledge. The purpose has to be fulfilled by doing the action. Whatever action, performance, whether it is puja, whether it is whatever you do, you must know what is the purpose behind it. And the purpose is always knowledge. But we mistake that the purpose is happiness, not the knowledge. I work hard. Why? So that I can get good salary. Then do what? Eat well, sleep well, enjoy everything. Enjoyment is my goal. No. Even while enjoying, knowledge is the goal. You eat, how much you can eat. Human being is not made to eat. There is a word called gasto. Gasto is, in Hindi, they call it chow. So much interest. Your state of mind can be visible just by seeing how you eat. Swamiji says in one place, can a human being eat anything which you like? For example, whatever you like best. Can you eat that thing with that gusto with the pig can eat? No. Pig's whole life is in eating. Your whole life is not in eating. You eat because you have to survive. You like some dishes, so you enjoy, no problem. You don't have that gusto to eat because your pleasure doesn't lie in eating that much. His pleasure lies only in eating. One example is given. Can an uneducated person understand the pleasure which a student or a teacher can get happiness from the scriptures? A person got a book and was so happy to read the book. That happiness, can a person get from eating? No. So human evolution takes place in this way. There are so many different thoughts, there are so many different references in our scriptures, where it is so difficult to say how these people would have done without any instrument. Today, you have satellites. So from satellite pictures are there, Earth looks like this, Moon looks like this, all these pictures are there. Think of 3,500 years before. At that time, a student asked a question to his guru, and this is a fact, this is a shloka I can show you. Sir, if I want to see the earth from the moon, how it will look? 3,500 years before. And the guru gave an answer. I think it looks like two rabbits are sitting one after another, and two leaves of the peepal tree are kept one above another. It looks like that. Take the world map and put upside down. You get the two impression. You know that North America, South America is two people lives, and the rest of the world is like a two rabbits sitting. Let it be imagination. Let it be not that close imagination, but 3,500 years before, thinking how Earth will look without GPS system, how Earth is. Another small thing, and then we close today. There is a shloka which is quoted by Adi Shankaracharya from Vishnu Purana in his Gita Bhashya, first shloka. He says, Saptadvipacha Medini, the earth has 7 continents. Continents, the shifting of the blades or whatever you say, in million years. This is just 4,000 years before. So same continents used to be there. And they have written 3,500 years before in Vishnu Purana that there are 7 continents on the earth. How to refute that? There was some system which is not there in use. We shall see next time. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.